Welcome back to Real Sports Talk. I'm Chris, your favorite stat reader, and we have the Eagles hosting the Cowboys, and this has kind of lost some of its steam. The Eagles are 7.5-point favorites. The over-unders at 37.5 points. The Cowboys are plus 300 on the money line, and the Eagles are minus 375. Now, these are the overnight odds. They're going to change the closer we get to kickoff tomorrow, and I say that it's lost some of its steam because CeeDee Lamb isn't playing. There's no Dak in this game. Hurts is out with a concussion. It's just... It went from a game that could be potentially entertaining to watch to just... Not saying that Cooper Rush hasn't held his own with the Cowboys, but losing your number one receiver doesn't hurt. And we saw what the Eagles looked like with Kenny Pickett last week. It was terrible. It's supposed to be 61 degrees with a 53% chance of rain and 12-mile-an-hour winds. Now, to me, I'll do the stats and then I'll make my comments. Head-to-head, the Cowboys... These teams are 5-5 against each other. The home team's 8-2. The favorites won and covered the last 3 games. The favorite is 8-2 on the money line. The favorite is 7-2-1 against the spread. The unders hit their last 2. The over is 6-4, and the over 37.5 is 7-3. Granted, I'm sure both teams had their starting quarterbacks and star receivers. They played once this season. The Eagles crushed the Cowboys 34-6 in Dallas. The Cowboys are 4-6 in their last 10, 4-6 against the spread. The over is 7-3. The over's hit in their last 2. They're 4-1 in their last 5. In those games that they won, those 4 they covered. 47 points, 47 points, 44 points, 50 points. 27 points and a 7-point win over the Giants, they covered. 20 points and a 7-point loss to the Bengals, they did not cover. 30 points and a 16-point win over the Panthers, they covered. And then 26 points and a 2-point win over the Bucks, they covered. And for Cowboys fans, this has got to be ultimately disappointing that you come to life now where you're just winning yourself out of a good draft pick. I mean, this is like, I couldn't be so happy being a Giants fan watching the Cowboys suck and then watching them start to win games that mean absolutely nothing. For the Eagles, they're 9-1 in their last 10, 7-3 against the spread. The under is 6-4 in their last 10. 43 points, 38 points, 40 points, and then 69 points. 24 points in a 5-point win. They covered. Granted, Justin Tucker, I want to say, cost the Ravens that game. 22 points in a 6-point win over the Panthers. Did not cover. 27 points in a manhandling of the Steelers. They won by 14 points. They covered. And then 33 points in a 3-point loss to the Commanders. They had the lead most of the game. Hurts gets hurt in the first quarter, I want to say it was. The Eagles were up like 21-7 in the first quarter, and then after he came out, they scored 12 points. The math is the math. Hurts was in for a quarter. They scored 21 points. Hurts comes out of the game. They only score 12. And that was with Saquon having a fantastic game. Now, to me, this game boils down to Micah Parsons and Saquon, because you know that the Eagles are going to be heavy running the ball with Saquon. And if the Cowboys can find a way to stop it, or just keep him to what he did last week was 130 yards, the Eagles still didn't win. So if the Eagles don't have the lead, they can't run the ball. I'm actually going to take the Cowboys in this one. I'll take the Cowboys on the money line. I will take the Cowboys getting the points. And I'm going to go over. I think that this is just going to be one of those games where the Cowboys are more comfortable with the backups that they have. And Micah Parsons coming off the edge, if Kenny Pickett has to throw, it is going to be a long day because they're not going to be able, even with the best offensive line, they're going to struggle to block Parsons. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut and please bet responsibly.